Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second round of the All Hands on Deck finale. The first round there on Gold Rush, we've seen LIMOS win pretty decisively. So we're going to look and watch and see if 1-800 Got Hellbombed can pull it back on this second round on Tumbleweed playing as OSP. I have every faith that they can do so. I'm joined again by Rom,
Hello.
and hopefully we get a 1-1 here, just so that we can get to that third round. Poof. Again, they're going
Make
with the no names. Besides
Except Black
one.
Bat, High Rope,
Yeah.
Small Cake, Duke of Stars, Testosterone hinders strategy. This must be all of one person's fleet.
Flynn, it is Flynn's fleet. And going in with a beamstone, what do you know? A very cheap. Oh no, are they doing this thing? I think I
Yes, I
know
think
what
they are.
they're doing the thing. Yeah, is it gonna be four fleets of the same thing?
I think it's three in a carrier. Yep.
Oh, sweet merciful lord. Okay, gonna zoom out here immediately. 1-800. I mean, taking a look at Limos, we got one, two, three beamstones, all. Oh, they actually got some Naganatas on them. Looks like. Yep, kind of bare bones keystones with Naganatas on them, and then Hennard Spyglass, then a gun capper, and then two cringe cappers, and it's three of those each, dispersed top, low, everywhere. They're just nine keystones. What do you do about that?
Yeah,
And
it is really tough to, especially one keystone. Okay, you can deal with that. Two keystones, all right, maybe you can get angles on them. But three keystones, plus there'll be other like strongholds on the map with another battery of three or four keystones. That's tough to deal with.
and on the flip side, we got one here. We got Hellbombed, running carrier, some sturgeons in there. Okay, we love sturgeons. We love to see those finally. Duke of Stars running what, 450 liners, 450 100 mil liners with a Bloodhound. Might be able to, if they keep distance, they can engage the keystones, kind of. Then we got 250 100 mil liner downstairs. Getting out of their natural first, maybe they'll win, you know?
We can only
Flynn
hope.
running gun caps, gun sprinters, and then Scrobus running chargers. Chargers having to fight keystones is the it's like this is the problem though. There's so many keystones here. These chargers are gonna try and push into a point, or like push a group of keystones, and there's gonna be another group of keystones covering those keystones.
Yep. Looks like they've chosen. So we've got a battery of four keystones locking down Echo. We've got another battery of more than four keystones locking down Alpha, and then another two keystones that look dedicated just to covering the carrier. Maybe they're
Yeah, those
going
would be
D-side.
on fly swatter duty probably. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
I I don't even know what to say. I mean, I
But
hope that they get the situational awareness up. That and oh, and they're not doing the other build. The other build of this was it was three keystones and a levy. And so the
yeah,
idea
I
was you have three
actually
keystones, a levy with 27 Tantos in it or something.
I just played that this morning. It is tough to micro, I will say. I think uh, having all those keystones pointing and getting pushed, and then also with the planes. Yeah. So basically, I think the plan is for these as the sprinter is going to get killed going out of the D point. I think it's both of these sprinters are going to get farmed. Is that the DDs just hold ground for the carrier fleet to wipe? So we'll see how that goes.
I think both sides are going to be trying to do a bit of that, like keeping stuff. I mean, they have to kill these campers that are trying to get themselves onto this eclipse point. But if I think we might be seeing some form of trench warfare that might emerge in this match is if they don't cap the points. So it really
I mean,
depends on them knocking out these decappers right now.
that's not uncommon on Tumbleweed, where you have these three very easy to deny neutrals. And so if you spread your points across the entire map, you can play the entire map and dig in with either beam DDs, beam capitals, or casemate liners.
Ooh,
I don't
I don't
think
think they're gonna kill both of them in time.
that is
They're not. They're
crazy.
getting the D point. And the keystones, which ones do we have that are watching? We have at least one
The
watching.
enemy secured zone dagger.
This is ironic. This is the least covered point, with only two beam DDs. Yeah, it'll be
The
up to
trench
Flynn
warfare is
here.
not going to be happening, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was a very big cap. It's going to be putting that little bit of pressure, maybe forcing Hellbombs to make some hasty plays that they might not otherwise make.
Scrubbus being able to keep them off the Eclipse point, though, with the Chargers here. The other Capper's still alive for a while longer, getting a bunch of grape fired into it. So
Yeah,
it'll be fine for a while until they switch to HE. There we go, switching to HE,
the
knocking out the
DC team died
CSO.
actually.
Oh, the DC team died? Good, good.
It's interesting that these sprinters weren't even especially bricked up. There was no R drive, there was no RCIC, there was no like double frontline shenanigans. It's just there's two pretty basic sprinters.
See Hunter
Uh,
here amassing some ASF flights. Oil and 20 mil
okay.
mixed groups.
So
Meanwhile, Black Bat swinging around
Flynn's
with Naganatas.
Flynn's trying to take the Delta point. Hunter has both Saw S1 Tantos incoming, and Herman has a Beam DD lining up for it. I don't think
The
this is going to
enemy
be a
is
cap.
securing zone Atlas.
Oh,
No, it
there's the
definitely
The enemy
SDM
is
cannot.
nut.
securing zone
Keystone
dagger.
adjusting.
Oh, this doesn't have soft kill either, so
It just
no
has a
protection from these
Warbler.
S1s.
That is
Yeah, this was
such an
detached. Yeah,
oh, that's
yeah.
an expensive one to lose actually. With a Warbler Jammer Dazzler, oh god. Had a Bellbird and everything on it.
Yeah, so they're already feeling the pressure. They already have to throw, expensive soft kill assets onto the D point.
A lot of
Hunter
those
is
good
building up.
Naganatas.
Yeah, yeah.
Dead.
Oh, we've
Right.
got B money. B money, I apologize.
Yep. Duke of Stars immediate DC complex knocked out. Ooh, okay. Keystone pulling back, probably worried about getting pushed by the Chargers. The
Power of
Liner's
four
trying to swing around on
destroyers.
Dagger. Yeah, on Dagger Point, Duke of Stars trying to swing around to get at the Keystones, but there's more Keystones covering the Keystones. And I think Duke's about to find out. Yep, it is in within range and is immediately going out there with the beam.
I think this
Hitting,
must be going into
missing the
structure.
actually I think that's below the structure hitbox. That's hitting structure,
Uh,
and well, first it's hitting the cannon.
okay, S2's going out on the lower DD of Herman's on Delta. Oh,
And will
and
Hunter
getting
mill into the
shot.
side from Chargers yet? These might rock Pete. Yeah, these are rock Peting, it looks like. We're gonna
Yeah,
corkscrew
good,
last. Oh no! Last
couple.
doing a bit more damage
Doesn't
to that
even knock the
beam.
beam. And what's interesting is that Xeno down here on A has just a double gun freak pair. No soft
Ooh,
kill, no anything.
craft
Oh,
engagement, top of the map.
The enemy is securing zone
Lots of
Eclipse.
Naganatas and S1s going out there.
yeah, coils are good, but it doesn't matter if they can't get into range. So that was about half of that big coil blob getting knocked out for very
It's
little
actually
cost.
it's a mixed group. It looks like some coils and some 20 mils mixed in
Mm,
there. Another attempt on the dagger point now,
yep,
throwing
this time.
that tug there, and the beam on the eclipse point. Oh, one of these
The
LNs getting
enemy is
chewed up,
securing
structure
zone
break
dagger.
kicking in, and it's just gonna get battle shorted and murdered. Eclipse
Yeah,
Capper getting knocked out, but loss of one of the liners this early is a bit of a shame. Down to DC
yeah.
complex reactor. Once that complex dies, it's out.
Decapper.
Decapper, yep.
Yeah,
Beamed two different sources.
yeah. Absolutely brutal match for Hellbombs. Like nowhere they can really go. A beam behind every corner. Scrubbus is really going to have to make something happen here. Get good angles, splitting up these chargers. Yeah, Scrubbus has, made the correct decision to split them up because he needs as many angles as possible in order to find engagements where the DDs aren't looking at you. Which is tough when there are 4 of them everywhere. A single D point, slowly ticking up.
Yeah, getting that edge over them. They've now got a 60-point cap lead, and it's just going to keep increasing and increasing. Oh, on the bottom of the map, the liner's now also getting engaged. Not the best beam PID there.
It's getting RPF'd.
There we go, 250 being thrown out onto the... Ooh,
What's
that's a better one.
interesting build choice out of Hellbound. We have no backpack craft. It's all of the sensor asset craft are coming out of
Carrier,
the
yeah.
carrier, which amounts to a single. Maybe there were more earlier, but right now there's only a single skiff. Advanced radar.
An A-cap attempt happening here. That's incredibly brave, knowing how many keystones there are, and there's going to be one in that bunker. He's going
Yep,
to
in
drop
that
down.
little. Yeah.
The
Beam
enemy is
at the
securing
bottom
Zone
knocked out.
Atlas.
Ooh, another craft fight happening on Dagger. Out of Naganatas, and this flight is coming in.
Yeah, just
Bunch of
so
size
incredibly
1.
hard to win lower numbers craft fights.
Oh! A massive amount of command Naganatas coming out of the backs of the liners here.
Wow.
That could do a
So
number.
that's double towels.
Well, unsurprisingly. Oh wait, no, A-Capper still not getting beamed. They had some police
Interesting.
frigs shooting at it, it looks like, but... No, they're not even in range. What is hitting it?
Uh,
Is this A-Capper gonna live? It might do. That decap flight losing a decent amount of its number, and Scrub's pushing one of those liners onto it. They're gonna get the A-Cap.
yeah,
The enemy
very
secured
fortunate.
Zone Atlas.
Ooh, yep, they
Very
got it.
fortunate.
There's a lot of Coringe cappers that can be thrown now onto this point, though, and I don't think they have anything that can deny properly. They do have this liner at the bottom. It'll have to swing right and try to kill the capper.
Yeah, this
Scrub
is
is catching out another keystone. The Charger's up top, shooting down on
mm,
top of them, but hopefully won't get too close. Otherwise, the beams again will just start hitting.
oh, oh no. Something
Pal's turret
down.
knocked out.
The enemy is securing Zone Eclipse.
Another attempt on
The
the
enemy
decap.
is
Knowing that
securing Zone
Scrubbus has went
Atlas.
above the rock, they're safe to take that. And here goes the A-cap too.
SDM nut out of Black Bat's ASF.
Oh, yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on. Beam on the D point there, going right into that liner, probably hitting the structure, not doing proper damage yet. We got this A-cap denial attempt from 1-800 got Hellbomb. They gotta kill this thing. And there's the E-cap that's gonna be taken. Craft
In
engaging
range.
The
craft.
enemy is securing Zone Dagger.
Beam knocked out at the D point. They're gonna be taking Dagger, it seems. Nothing else in line of sight to deny. Yeah. Scrub us above. Chewing into some of these, chewing into this keystone, knocking out the beam.
I think Black Bat is slightly up in overall craft numbers.
The enemy secured Zone
Have we
'Cause,
Eclipse.
seen
Hunter right
any?
now.
Oh, I think that's the
The
first
enemy
bomber flight out.
secured Zone Atlas.
Yep, that is the first bomber flight. Oh, but I think he's gonna lose his last Tanta. Or no, he has like 20 left. Oh dear. That is the last Kudus.
Beams out onto Scrubus here.
Uh,
S1 Tantos trying to knock out Flem the bottom of the map. Not getting a good enough hit. Will strike out. ACAP did go back to Limos,
The
putting even
enemy
more
secured
pressure
Zone Dagger.
on 1-800 got hellbombed. Getting consistently beamed. Oh, that beam's going right into the drive. The drive's knocked out. Which is going to be very painful and annoying. Gotta get that thing restored as soon as possible.
Well, they're shooting the carriers. The carriers are getting shot.
That is
This
true.
is still kind of the win condition for LIMOS here. How many munitions do they have left? They're about 100 S1s each left. So that's like around another line ship. Alright. Scrubbus's liner. It's bravely trying to take out the carrier. Getting beamed.
Yeah, it's lost its engine. Scrubb's finally trying to restore it. There's the structure break kicking in finally. Is this beam going to get redded out from the battle short attempt? Probably is. But it's
Yeah,
knocking out
well,
more and more systems. There we go, beam knocked out.
knocked
More
out, but
S1s going out in Scrubbus.
oh,
Needs more chaff, it seems.
yeah, multiple chaff. LN size chaff does help. Yeah, just focusing on trying to DPS down these carriers. The Hail Mary.
It is the right call. We got a police frig trying to go to the Charlie point. It's heading towards the carrier. Duke Stars does have a liner that can engage with it
It
in the
has
meantime.
also R1's gonna kill it. Or get bow tanked. Frig nose is always funny.
Oh, there's so many keystones.
Yeah. Yeah, so like taking inventory of the keystones, we have three of Herman's. 2 out of 3 of Herman's have beams. 3 out of 4 of Snipes have beams. And then all of Xenos have beams. It's tough numbers when you're down 2 LN already. The key is if they can knock out these carriers, that I don't think they'll be able to. Their bombers will be able to be more uncontested, and they need that because they are pretty much out of fighters. 6 Kudas left.
That they are. The bombers are going to be trying to kill the keystones instead, it seems. Firing
I'm sorry.
all of the spearfish into one keystone. Killing it, but
Screw
they
that
lost
guy in
one of the
particular.
chargers.
I don't know why I keep
So,
saying OSP is out of fighters. They are not. They have about another 20 in the banks.
ooh, more beams going out, knocking out another drive on one of these chargers. So, losing the mobility, well, losing the ability to keep moving sucks a lot in Nebios, especially if you have a healthy ship. 'Cause then you just lose all of your capabilities immediately. Bombs out on another keystone, knocked at the beam and the reactor. No restores, not able to fight anymore.
All right, liner on B getting beamed. Driveless. Can't turn its guns on a target. Oh,
The enemy is securing zone Eclipse.
What's the state of that police frig? That actually could probably
We are contesting zone
still be
Eclipse.
annoying.
The enemy is securing zone Eclipse.
Limos
still
starting to take Eclipse. No
okay. Another.
keystones in arc.
That's yeah. Hellbomb taking Eclipse. Beautiful. You've got the one of high Scrubbus liners getting beamed now. The ones trying desperately to take out these carriers. Carriers actually very resistant to any HE type damage because they are so big that you can often bow tank so successfully that even though you pen so easily, you just can't get far enough into the hull to damage
Yeah,
anything else.
these beams are just chasing Scrubbus up into orbit, but we can see Xenophon's beams are still
The
all
enemy secured zone
fine.
Eclipse.
Yeah,
Very
Snipes
bare
has
bones
lost.
stripped down.
Yeah, Snipes has lost almost all their beams, but they still have 8 more. Sorry, 7 more. Yeah, the Flynn liner on A still doing pretty good. Being like slowly edged out by the beams here.
Taking an overall look, we could see Frontline wise, OSP's losing a lot of it at this stage. Scrubbus' overliner finally structure broken upstairs. Well, one of the other two. Oh no, this one. Oh, it's gonna get structure broken any second, I think. Or again, the drive getting hit by the beam hasn't been great. It's
Beautiful aim
great.
points. Beautiful aim points this game for Limos. Really, really lucking out.
That's one overliner dead. Oh, these chargers, they did try to go for the carriers, but there's so many beams covering them. They weren't able to knock them out. I suppose that the carriers, as you were mentioning, tanky.
Oh my gosh, the it died to losing power gen capability. That is funny. Only the reactor and the drive, so those die without restores. GG. Most of
Oh
the liner's still
god,
fine.
that is brutal.
It is brutal. Oh,
Flight of bombers getting nagged.
yep.
One of the keystones is trying to throw itself onto that chart, the eclipse point, and I don't think there's bombers. There's this thing can contest. Okay, but I won't be able to kill it.
Raider DD does it dodge. Uh, Still alive.
Lost the reactor, and it's also incredibly red and orange. So any more hits from 100 mil are probably gonna knock out stuff.
Yeah, Duke can finish that. Duke is sort of anchoring the team in the top here, providing 100 mil onto both E if they pop over and Delta. Flynn down here, trying to work his way around, probably towards Boxer, just conceding the fact that these beam DDs are covering A. He can't get it, so he's going to try to make a play for Delta. Boxer. Boxer. And he is natural.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Liner try to might be able to knock out the Keystone's beam last second. Or oh no, it's still pretty much in the open. So that Keystone isn't able to keep engaging, but this one's charging up. No beam functioning. Another flight of bombers. More SDMs going out.
The enemy is securing
God,
zone
the bombers
eclipse.
just can't get close without risking losing the flight.
Yeah, this is the power of having your fighter, your ASF, and your strike be the same frame. That's exactly what these recent test branch patches have been attempting to address. Okay, we've got S1s out on Scrubbus. Does Scrubbus have? This one does not have a VLS1. Or, sorry, it's been knocked out. So that's going to be a pretty red liner.
That it is. Did knock out the Beamstone's beam. It's going to restore itself and a structure break here, so it's going to just finish off this liner soon. 1-800 does
Yes.
have that 3 cap, but they're down to 2 functional liners.
2 functional liners and 3 light assets compared to 1. No.
Many beams.
Only.
There's
Oh,
still like
4 beamstones.
4 Beamstones. Well, there's the
Yeah, 4
Beamstones.
beamstones with beams. Gunfrig dying to mines on C. Surprised they weren't able to RPF. No.
Probably lost its radar. I believe
Perhaps,
that is what happened
perhaps.
to it.
Uh, yeah, when you have this many beamstones, you can just leave one perma-parked on the alpha point, waiting for this shuttle, whenever it feels like it can get it. What'll be interesting is if this shuttle is able to jam out the beam DD. So this gunfrig is also providing radar. Might get R1s on alpha here.
We'll see. There they go out now. Good hits.
Reactor
And the bomb's
overload.
going to finish it off, possibly. No, 2 more rockets.
Yeah, so that means with only one radar source, oh, but they're gonna have the spyglass.
The enemy is
Let's
securing
see if
zone deck.
this CWAX below the map will be able to
Then
move
this
to cover
decap is going to be
A.
important. Bombs going out onto it.
Pretty good dodge, only 2 hits.
100 mil 450 liner. Should be able to finish it off. Bot steering basic in the bow.
What's interesting is Black Bat is actually out of
The enemy is
R3s.
securing zone
He's
Atlas.
launching only KBU-22 flights.
Oh dear, that is expensive. Not expensive, but like a big loss.
Yeah, yeah, R3s are cheap, but not cheap enough, it seems.
A cap going again to 1-800. Beamstone is not in position. There
Yeah,
is no
not in
Beamstone in position
position.
right now. Worried about Flynn threatening that B point.
The
So
enemy
Yeah.
secured zone
big shame
Dagger.
they managed to take that dagger point, but
Um,
I think there's still a
uh,
win condition here for
yeah,
1-800.
yeah.
There is
I think
definitely.
the Beamstones can only look at one place at once. Snipe's wounded. Keystone is going to try for Echo, but it is going to get killed by Broadsword Flight. We've got Duke of Stars getting Saw S1. The Saw S1's getting chaffed.
The enemy secured zone
Good use
Atlas.
of chaff there.
And just so hard to strike when you're also getting intercepted. With a couple coils in there just annihilating these few kudas. Yeah, is Duke is Duke raping them?
Ooh, this is good. So Xenophon is going around towards that Charlie point. Going to threaten the carrier or Duke's liner here. Going to try and get around behind. I don't think they have any idea this Keystone's in their back line by Charlie, and it threatens the liner towards Dagger.
Yeah, game-winning flank by oh, we've got the carriers getting shot this time at a much less favorable angle. Uh, Bow on. These are going to lose pretty much all of their capability out of one of them. If this keeps up.
See
Oh,
what ends up happening. Does need to actually hit those important parts though at the same time.
The enemy is
oh,
securing
and
zone Dagger.
Xenophon's it is within beam range of Xenophon's beamstone.
It is not. It hasn't woken up yet. It's now got the lock in the fire order. Flynn needs to.
No, it needs to jam before it gets the pinpoint up. Jams, unspotted. 5 kilometer beam, less than 5 kilometers.
Flynn is unaware, blissfully, but also the Bravo point at the same
Oh,
time
right under the
is being
drive.
taken.
The enemy is securing zone Boxer.
We keep seeing the drives getting knocked out of these liners. It's crazy. It must be like the new change to the aim points.
Yeah, and suddenly OSP is about to get a 5 cap.
That
Will
they are
2
getting
line
that
ships
fight.
be enough to turn it around?
We are contesting
We're
zone
going to lose
Dagger.
one of these line ships. It looks like it's a double drive actually. So how unlucky can you be?
Yeah, pouring out fire. Jammer, not enough. Went down for a second for some reason.
Beam about to get knocked out any second now from all that 100 mil.
Oh, B cap getting denied. Oh no, getting chaffed.
There, that's what we need, Shaft. Oh, this is like the most important cap here. Decap's still being contested by a police frig? No, by a spyglass.
Another one of Xenophon's undamaged DDs getting hurt by this highball flight with KBU-22s, I believe.
The enemy secured zone Boxer.
That snipes camper didn't end up getting eclipse as well, dying before it could get on top of it. This is going to be a 5 cap.
ANS may be running out of steam. We might see a game 3.
Oh, another Keystone getting nuked here.
Xenophon restoring this beam. Got 2 liners left. 2 liners that could.
One of the
Lay it.
carriers is outright dead. Not a lot of craft left as well. How many bombers? Oh, there we go. The carrier, the Keystone finally sneaking up on the carrier. Getting the
Oh.
beam off onto it.
Getting the, what's it called? The drive immediately.
Mm-hmm.
If it gets the restore, it dies. No power gen.
This police frig able to just be incredibly annoying and contest the dagger point.
Sending one KBU-22 gamer. This can be lethal because this Keystone does not have any PD.
We'll see if the beam gets on target in time. Might just lightsaber it.
Flynn is also out of chaff on the B point, so if Hunter can get up one more S1 strike, that is a dead LM, or at least a structure broken one.
It's missing one of its bulk mags. Its jury reactor's down, so it needs to restore that. Flynn not doing any restores, which is a bit of a mistake in my view.
Okay.
But tensions are very high at this stage. A lot of stress trying to run this round.
Single bomber does get
Yep.
KBU-22s off to get both the reactor and the beam. I'm pretty sure that's non-functional now.
That is non-functional. It's not going to be able to... Well, first of all, it's not going to be able to finish off the carrier. And second of all, it's not going to be able to kill anything.
Interesting. One of the last hellbombing strikes goes onto the DLN. Or sorry, not hellbombing. SAW S1. Oh, in this case, yeah, it did have some bombs. Okay.
Keystone getting nailed with a bunch of... They're calling GG. There we go.
There it is.
We're on to 1-1. We're going to be heading to round 3. Most people in the chat there, as you can see, were saying GG at the start. They're thinking, oh, you can't beat that many beamstones. There we have it. 1-800 Hellbombed won the second round. We're heading on to round 3. Oh, damn. I mean, I'll be honest, I was a bit worried for them too when I first saw that. I thought when I saw that many beamstones and the carriers and the fleet comp that 1-800 was running, I was a bit worried for them. But they pulled it,
Yeah.
they pulled it through. They're doing
I'm
great.
pretty sure OSP fighters traded better than the ANS ones, despite having lower total numbers. But that SDM nut, out of the high capacity strike fighter of the Barracuda is really powerful.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we'll get ready for this third round. And damn, I don't know what else to say. I'm just very excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Did not. Oh no. No defensive set on the SDM.
Well, that's not my fault. This is a tournament.
That
Test
is
your tech.
tough.
Test your tech.
That is tough. Does that mean they were programming their SDMs? Yukon final match, and what a great map to have as a final.
It is. Yukon is a very good map. And 5 minutes for you all. I'll give them all 5 minutes because